Hello, I'm Dr. Brenda Howard, and this is Module 1 of Applied Ethics in Healthcare. Why ethics? What principles? So the principles give us language to talk about some of the ethical issues that we may be experiencing more kind of on our gut level. And the more we have those words, kind of frameworks for talking about the ethical issues that we're encountering, the easier it's going to be for us to defend our own actions to other people and to work in our minds what it is that we should be doing in certain situations. So I hope to get your gears turning just a little bit. We're going to consider why it is that we need to study ethics, what it is about ethics that helps us understand what to do, and namely the theories, the principles, and standards that help to guide our decisions. The first article that I'm going to be sharing with you this week is by Pellegrino, and it's an old one. It's considered a seminal article in the field of applied ethics in healthcare. Most healthcare professions did not have a code of ethics until the mid-1970s, and this article came along about 10 years after that. And in it, Pellegrino, who is a renowned bioethics philosopher, considers the ethical issues and principles and theories that underlie our ethical decision-making. These are things like beneficence and autonomy. There's things that you probably heard of before, but Pellegrino considers how they might come into conflict with each other and how we make decisions when they do. He also considers schemas and philosophical theories that guide our ethical thinking. It's a good review of these principles and a good way to think about the ideologies as we get started. Then we're going to catapult into the future a little further with the Barnes and Peachy article. This article came out in 2024, and it discusses the main 4 bioethics principles as not being adequate to handle the ethical issues that we are facing today, especially in what they term as care ethics, or basically client-centered practice. This article was written for the Australian healthcare system, but the principles within it are widely applicable for wherever you may practice. So as you're reading these articles, consider what are morals? What are ethics? What are the main ethical principles, and why do I need to know what they are? What are the ethical theories, and why are they helpful or important as I work through ethical issues? And above all, ask yourself, what guides me as I am working my way through an ethical issue or making an ethical decision? Do I use just this vague sense of my own values, or do I have a way of describing and defining the issues at hand, looking at the issues from various angles, and making a decision not based on my feelings, but rather a well-reasoned argument? By the end of this course, I do hope that you will be able to do so, and that you will be able to take a step back and look at the larger view of the ethical issues at hand, and that you'll ultimately have a sense of peace about the ethical issues that you're deciding on, in knowing that you did all that you could do to manage an ethical issue in a given situation. In my experience, being able to reason in this way has helped me to mitigate my own moral distress and ensure that I was doing everything that I could for the people that I serve. I hope it's going to do the same for you. So our objectives for this module, we're going to be looking at that objective 1 for the course, analyzing all those fundamental principles. And our goals for today and this week are to familiarize ourselves with ethical theories used to make ethical decisions, to uncover ethical principles and standards held by my own profession, your own profession. And those are the main things we're going to be doing. So we're going to get started getting to know these principles and theories through these readings, and then you're going to be finding your own code of ethics during the learning activity. We're going to be using this background information throughout the rest of the course. So I hope that it is helpful to you, and let's get started. Thanks.